Hello friends, this is Krishna and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to discuss how to connect Web API project to the database and how to get the data from the database from any particular table. And this project is series is related to creating backend APIs for the e-commerce application what we have planned. If you have not watched my previous videos related to the planned project, you can go back to my channel and watch Angular Project Series 0 so that you can get the brief idea of what the planned project is about. Now you can see here in the previous project we have created a database named SSF where we have all these tables. I have given the code to create all these tables in the previous project in the previous video itself. So you can see all the tables. Currently these tables does not have any data. So I will insert some data into this. So this is how we will insert data into these tables. So you have to execute this command. So you can see here this got inserted into the table. Now I want to get all this data from the API. So in our previous video we have created an application named e-commerce API. So in this project we are going to make all these changes for this project. Now let's start our coding. Now let's create another project, another class library project where our entity model will reside so that we can get the data from the database and send the data to this project. Now let's create another project here. So the project type is library and you can select this. Now I'm going to change the name as e-commerce data access layer. So this will create a class library project and this will be added to our solution. So we don't want this, so we can delete this. Now I will add ADO.NET entity data model here. We have to go to add and new item. We have to click data and ADO.NET entity data model. I'm changing name as e-commerce entity model and click on add. We have to select EF designer from database and click on next. And we have to create a new connection. We have to give our server name here. Then we have to select all the databases. So our database is SSF. So I am selecting this. And if you want to test the connection, so it's showing succeeded. Now we have to click OK. Once this is done, we have to click next. Then you have to select 6 or 5. Then we have to select whatever tables we have that are required. I am selecting all the tables. And if you have views, then you can select views. If you have stored procedure, you can select stored procedures. So as of now, I have only tables in my database, so I am selecting tables. So once this is done, it will create an entity data model here. You can see here the entity model got created, and within this entity model data access layer, you can see app config, where you can notice SSF entities which is pointing to the database. So you have to copy this and paste in web config. In the web config, you have to paste that connection strings in the configuration part. Once this is done, you have to build your solution. You can see here the build is successful, and after this we have to add the reference of e-commerce data access layer to the e-commerce API. You have to click add reference, and in the projects folder you have to select e-commerce data access layer. Then you have to click OK. So you can check here the e-commerce data access layer has been added as a reference. Once this is done, we have to go to controllers and we have to add our controller. Add controller. So we have various types of controllers here: MVC with read and write actions, etc. So I am taking it as a web API to controller empty. So I'm making it as a categories controller. We have to click on add. Now I have added categories controller here. So we have to import an e-commerce data access layer here. Now we can write a method to get the data from the database from categories table. So I'm taking enumerable of categories. So this entity has been created by entity framework. So I have to use this. Now we have to create an instance of DB context class. So once you open e-commerce data access layer and in that if you go to EDMX, you can see e-commerce entity model context.cs. If you open this, you can see SSF entities. This is inheriting from DB context class. So we have to use this. I want to get data from categories dot to list. So once this is done, you are good to go. Now we will check the data, whether data is coming from the API, from the browser. Now we will check whether we are able to get the data or not. So in the previous video, I have shown how to see whether data is coming or not. If you are not watching my previous video, you can go back to my channel and watch the series part 1. Now you can see here, we can see that the data is coming. So this is the end of this video. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And in the next video, we are going to see how to access this data from the Angular. Thank you.